Well, next, a Lake District caravan park is facing a bill, it says, of at least £500,000 for the clean-up after Storm Arwen.
It brought down thousands of trees back in November, including around 500 at the caravan site near Ambleside. Ralph Blunton reports.
Skelwith Fold lies in the shadow of Loughrig Fell and the Langdale Valley. It covers around 140 acres. 90 of these acres were dense wooded forest, but after Storm Arwen, many of the trees here now lie on their sides, and cleaning up all of this is a huge undertaking. Surveying the damage with owner Henry Wild, it's clear to see just how powerful the storm was and how big the job's going to be to restore the woodland. It's a huge job trying to lift up trees like this. I mean, you look around that, I mean, that's huge, isn't it?
So, it's massive really. It's massive because the problem is that you get a tree man in there, a man with a saw, and this tree could drop, it could lift up, it could do a whole variety of things. So what we've got to do is we've got to get some kit that can actually get hold of the tree, then cut it, then move it.
A dangerous process in itself then, dealing with this.
Potentially dangerous. Potentially dangerous.
Early estimates put the number of downed trees here at around 500. As survey work has continued, that number is rising every day. What do you plan to do with this landscape now?
So once we move these trees out of the way, that will create an opportunity to replant. If we can restore this landscape into the ancient semi-natural woodland it was, if we can plant in with the appropriate species to create the biodiversity for the Lake District, there's an opportunity there, I think.
Amazingly, there was little serious damage done to the static homes here. What there was has been covered by insurance. But that doesn't cover the cost of the forestry work, which involves heavy plant machinery and labour. That figure could now be around £1 million, which will have to be met by the owner. How does it affect the business going forward, having to use that reserve?
Well, it means you don't make as much money at the end of the year. It's quite simple, but you know, we're in this for the long haul. We're not a short-term business. We've been here for 27 years. I've got young children. The likelihood is we'll be here for another 27, 50 years. So actually what we've got is we've got a small hiccup on the wider timeline. So I can't say it doesn't matter, but you know, it's just one of those things that you've got to deal with.
Large parts of the site are now cordoned off. This means residents cannot access what is a key selling point for staying here.
This area, as we go into the woodland here, is particularly more dangerous. The other parts of the woodland haven't been quite as hard hit, so we've worked very hard on getting those open, getting the tracks open so that it's safe for people to still walk around and use the tracks.
It's hoped that when our cameras return to this location in about a year's time, things here will look very different. New trees will have been planted as they prepare this landscape for the next generation.
Ralph Blunton reporting there.